America, people only recycle about 1/10 of all the solid waste they create. Within this solid waste is recyclable material. The United States alone throws away $11.4 billion worth of recyclable material. Recycling helps the Earth preserve some of its natural resources, which benefits every aspect of the planet. However, with the 75% of waste we throw away that is eligible to be recycled, only 30% actually becomes recycled. A common item to recycle is a plastic bottle. When you don't recycle that bottle, it goes into a landfill and takes about 500 years to fully decompose in the ground. By recycling that bottle, we could have prevented the pointless production of more plastic by creating a new product out of that same bottle. Some of this plastic doesn't even end up in a landfill. Some of our waste ends up floating around in the ocean, causing harm to the marine life. There is 18 billion pounds of trash polluting our oceans right now. Of all these negative instances, plastic is the culprit of more than 80% of them. The only person to blame is all of us. While people need to realize the state our world is in, some people already have and have been taking action. People, myself included, can become very invested in bettering our home planet. After all, we are the ones that have to live on it. Some of these intelligent people have taken it upon themselves to run the stats of just how much better we could be making the Earth with just the simple recycling that we could be doing. For instance, that soda you had the other day, it probably came out of an aluminum can. Americans drink out of 65 billion aluminum cans per year. With aluminum, there is no limit to how many times we can recycle the same piece. The recycling process could go on infinitely. If every person recycled their aluminum cans, just think of how much of that one resource we could be saving. One way to measure the stats would be in tons. With just 1 ton of plastic materials being recycled, we would save 16.3 barrels of oil that could have been used for some other process that is necessary for it. By recycling 1 ton of steel components, we would save 1.6 barrels of oil along with 4 cubic yards of landfill space. The most beneficial and easiest one to recycle in your day-to-day lives is paper. 1 ton of recycled paper has the ability to save 17 trees, 7,000 gallons of water, 643 gallons of oil, and 3 cubic yards of landfill space. Now you may be wondering, what items can I recycle? The exact definition of recycle is convert into reusable material. With this definition in mind, just about everything becomes recyclable. 3 items I found to fit this category were running shoes, porcelain fixtures, even wine corks. Different companies will take old sneakers and rubber-soled shoes to grind them up and use for another project. One of these projects could be a school track. Instead of going through the process to create even more rubber and waste more resources, the track can just be made out of ground shoes. The porcelain fixtures can be crushed up and incorporated into the sidewalks and streets we use in our daily lives. As for the wine corks, recycling organizations can just grind them down again into pieces of cork and use them for whatever their next product is. Recycling is really a win-win situation for everyone involved, especially our planet. Our own citizens can help out by implementing recycling more into their lives. This small change in lifestyle keeps the cities cleaner and results in less use of the hazardous products we already consume. Recycling also creates jobs, which is another way people can help out in the community. While we start increasing our recycling, we also eliminate solid waste that could take hundreds of years to completely break down in the landfills. Recycling fixes many of our current problems while also bettering the Earth. Can you find any con to recycling?